We got Lamborghini CEO of lifestyle, beauty, business. Rising to the top, rising to the top. World traveler, Lamborghini CEO of lifestyle, beauty, business. Let me take you for a ride in my Lamborghini. All these haters, they just wanna be. I'm from Michigan, 305 Miami. I'm the baddest that you ever seen. I be dancing, I be singing, I be chilling, you see. I'm the top of the world, it's just you and me. In my Lamborghini, Lamborghini. In my Lamborghini, Lamborghini.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. I am Lamborghini C, also known as the HR Whisperer. So I wanted to come to you guys with a story that I've been seeing all over TikTok, especially, and YouTube. I've been seeing different creators talking about it. And it's about this Indeed, which again, it kind of like shook me because I use Indeed, like for our HR firm. We've used it in the past to recruit talent. We've had success with using it. But according to TikTok, now I don't think there are any actual news articles, so we're going to get into that later. But according to TikTok, the reporters on TikTok are saying that allegedly in Atlanta, 17 people have gone missing after going on job interviews that they found on Indeed. And that is alarming, especially in this job market. We know that the economy is not in the best state right now. And, people are looking for jobs. Like I've talked to people personally that I know in my life that, they're applying for hundreds of jobs a week. And they say the market is just not good out there. And so I know they're on Indeed, looking for some of these jobs. So that is alarming to me that, this is happening and that this is going on. And so I'm going to just let you guys, you know, just take a look at again, just, some of the coverage that it's getting. This even made World Star Hip Hop, right? So they're on it, they're reporting about it as well. And so let's actually listen to one of the TikTokers that is sharing some additional information about this.
Have you guys heard about the 17 missing people that went to interviews through Indeed and are still missing? There's a lot of people in Atlanta that are talking about this, but there's not that much national news coverage about it. Allegedly, from many people in Atlanta and many other TikTok creators, they are saying that 17 different people went to interviews that were scheduled through Indeed and they have not been seen since. I don't know about you guys, but this is very scary because a lot of people use Indeed for jobs, and the job market right now, people are desperate, really going to interviews and trying to get a job. So what is going on in Atlanta? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is pretty scary.
He is absolutely right. Like it is so scary because, like he mentioned in the video, it is like, people are a little bit getting nervous about the economy and being a bit more open to jobs that maybe they probably would not have considered before. And so it is a little nerve wracking to know that like this is happening or that it's alleged that this is happening. Now, again, there aren't really many news articles about this. There are some people now that are starting to come out and debunk this, but I just wanted to, have a talk about it just briefly from my perspective. You do need to be careful, right? When you're searching for these jobs and going to these interviews. Again, keep in mind, guys, anybody can post on Indeed. Anybody, right? There really is not a whole lot of vetting, like you create an email address, you can put a job up there. They have started over the last few years to get a little bit more strict with like when the insurance firms try to post jobs or whatever, because those jobs are typically commission based. And in the past, the way that they've done them, they've been misleading. And so people that really were looking for gainful employment, they find out this really is a 1099 contractor role where it's completely commission based. And, and I think they started to complain about that. So I know Indeed started to get a little bit stricter around analyzing like some of the types of jobs. And, like now with AI technology, like the person doesn't have to own a company or be in HR to know how to write a good job description or position description, right? They can go and have AI technology write up something that looks really good and reputable. But in most cases, because most employers, they don't want to waste your time or theirs, and they want to make sure that it at least seems like it's going to be a good fit, they usually are going to have a phone screen or even an information session, either by phone or by Zoom call initially. So that should be happening. You should be doing that. And that'll let you kind of like ask some questions, and ask questions like at the end of like the interview before you get off like a call with people. Like, everyone kind of always asks like, hey, do you have any questions? And the worst thing you can do in an interview, I know you guys already know this, is to say, nope, I don't have any questions. You always want to have some questions, okay? But now you want to kind of scrutinize these companies a little bit more. You want to understand why is the position available? Is this a new position or is it a backfill? What happened to the previous person that was in the role? Where is the job located? Where, what is your interview process? Can you walk me through the steps? How many interviews should I expect to have? And who would I be interviewing with? And so, start being a little bit more stringent in your questioning around like the interview process and around the roles when you are interviewing or being considered for these jobs. Now, I can tell you all day, every day, my business cell phone number, I get so many texts. I'm like constantly blocking numbers and blocking these senders saying, hey, I'm an HR recruiter and we have this job. We got a hold of your resume. We thought you'd be perfect for it. Now, those I clearly know are scams, right? So I wouldn't even engage in any back and forth with folks. Again, if you're getting like a text message like that, you want to make sure also that, again, I would say in this environment that you've applied for the job, because in the past, like you do heavy sourcing where you might text and reach out to people. There's so many people in the job market right now. You really don't even have to go that hard. Like if you're a recruiter, and then if you are sourcing, because we do, like it's been a viable tool for us to be able to help clients. We do source. But we're usually like reaching out to people on a platform that we found them on. So like we're reaching out to them in the back office of Indeed or LinkedIn. And then make sure the company has a website. Do they have a website? Again, you want to research the company. These are all things you've been taught, I'm sure, like in the interview process or preparing to get a job, like to do. So just kind of go back to those things, because heavens forbid this is not just a hoax and it actually is true and factual and people are coming up missing. We don't want that to be you. And so, on the other side of it, it kind of just make me like kind of look, because I'm like these people are going to be, is that going to be the excuse of why people don't, if you ask, why don't you have a job? Because now they're nervous to go on Indeed because people are coming up missing. So again, guys, I had to just kind of talk about this little topic here, but I hope for everything within me, I hope that it's just, like another TikTok rumor that has just gotten stretched and stretched and stretched, and that there is no truth to this, because that would be absolutely horrible. But regardless of, if it's true or not, stay vigilant, and protecting yourselves, especially in this season. Again, be mindful of just those foundational fundamentals that you've been taught around job searching and interviewing, and ask questions, become curious, become even more curious in this season, and ask the hard questions. All right. Again, this is Lamborghini C, and thank you for tuning in, and be safe. Bye.